Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, as a dude that's been doing interviews for a while, that's been covering boxing, I've been roughly in the field covering boxing for around maybe 5 years. And a lot of times when you ask a certain fighter a certain question, they give you a certain answer. And usually when they give you this certain answer, it means certain things. Now, I'm sure you've heard fighters in interviews pertaining to a potential fight with somebody else. When they say we'll see what happens, a lot of times means that fight may not happen anytime soon. And I'm not looking forward to fighting this dude. Or basically, the powers that be, the people that I'm affiliated with, don't want to make the fight, and they're going to do everything in their power not to make that fight. And that's the vibe I got, and that was the indication I got listening to Isaac Cruz basically talk about a potential fight with Shakur Stevenson. He said, we'll see. Hopefully, maybe it could happen later on this year. And Shakur Stevenson is available now, and Isaac Cruz is available now. Basically, the next time I'm out in the field, which I should be covering my next fight, I'll probably be out in the field probably 1 week before Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. And I'm going to try to set up an interview with Bob Arum, because I got to ask Bob Arum some questions, since basically I can't get a hold to people from the other side of the street. And even when you ask them questions, they try to be all standoffish, or they act like you don't have the right to ask them that question, or they just give you a BS answer about, oh, well, this particular fighter, he's so popular to where he doesn't need this particular fighter, and all it come down to is just cap. And when they say this kind of stuff, they make their particular fighter look like a flat out coward and that he's ducking. And that's just basically what it needs to come down as. And that's basically, as journalists and reporters, we're just going to have to start asking tougher questions. And I know, and I understand everybody who's out in the field, they don't want to piss these people off. But at the same time, when you get a person that's being condescending and kind of blowing you off, and you asking them important questions pertaining to a fight, because you really out there for the fans, you out there for the public, as well as you representing your brand, you representing the people. And the people are the ones to tell me to ask these questions. So sometimes when I'm asking somebody a question, I'm asking them on behalf of the people. And they take it as, oh, you trying to be a smart ass and all that kind of stuff. And they shouldn't take that tone. And they shouldn't have that mentality towards a person, because we trying to get to the bottom. And then when you be standoffish and you talk around the question and don't give a definitive answer, like when, where, and how it's going to happen, you know, people get a little irritated, because it's like, dang, this is the same old answer. You know, what is it going to take? So me, myself, Isaac Cruz, I hope he tells his people, hey, let's make a fight with Shakur Stevenson. Let's see what happens. Like I said, it's boxing. Anything could happen. You know, you never know. He could land a punch that may push Shakur Stevenson lights out. But we'll never know if contracts don't get signed and fights don't get made. And like I said, we're getting tired of all this fake, you know, behind the walls, Beirut, you know, all that stuff. We tired of hearing that stuff. You know, that was the terminology the other side of the street that people from the PBC came with, basically using that as an excuse or a roadblock on why certain fights couldn't get made. Listen, Tank, Ryan Garcia got made. So to me, I don't want to hear no more excuses. And like I said, it's just time for us to start applying pressure. We can ask tougher questions. But, as long as we don't disrespect the person, I'm not going to say, hey, man, you lying. Hey, answer the question, mother. No, I'm not going to do stuff like that. But I'm going to be more firm. It's a way you can be more firm without being disrespectful. Because a lot of times these people come at us like, they doing us a favor and all this kind of stuff. And like, you gracing us with your time and all that kind of stuff. Because at the end of the day, you need us as well as we need y'all. We need each other. And that's just real talk. We're just tired of getting the same old answers about let's wait and see what happens. No, it's like we want to make this fight as soon as possible. So that's just basically my thoughts. At the end of the day, it's just time to make these fights. And I just didn't like Isaac Cruz' body language pertaining to a potential fight with Shakur Stevenson. So that's it. That's all. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.